why we are called to experience suffering. So first off, suffering is a part of following the Messiah. I know a lot of people didn't know that. A lot of people were tricked, right? Because a lot of the times they what do you call it? They trick you, right? In thinking that walking in light means no problems, and that's not the case. Eventually you'll get to a place where there is no problems, where everything is in alignment. But right now you're on a fallen planet. Your light is going to disrupt darkness, which means darkness is going to come after you. But you maintain that light, right? So everybody can see that light, to see how you do it, right? So you can transmute that darkness into light energy, so we can eventually rest in peace, right? But right now we're in a war. So let me explain to you. Suffering is a part of following the Messiah and following that light, right? If you call yourself a light being, a light warrior, right, one of the chosen ones, then you know very well that suffering is a part of the whole journey, right? And Yahushua, or Yeshua, right, or Jesus Christ, Matzah the Lamb, said himself, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. That's Luke 9:23. The cross in that time was not jewelry, right? It wasn't those Jesus pieces. It was a symbol of shame, pain, and death. Yeshua was warning that following him would involve hardship, resistance, and even persecution. Excuse me. But he also said plainly, watch this. This is in John 16:33. He said, in the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Right? So suffering is not an accident. It's a part of the entire calling. That is a part of what you're supposed to be doing. Number two, what suffering does is it separates the true from the false. Anyone can anyone can follow God when things are easy, but trials test the depth of our faith, right? That the trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perishes, though it may be tried with fire, might it be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Matzah the Lamb, aka Jesus Christ, aka Yeshua, right? That was 1 Peter 1-7. Chapter 1, verse 7. So gold is purified in fire, so too is the believer. True disciples are revealed when suffering comes. Shallow faith collapses, but genuine faith endures. So number three, it unites us with the Messiah's own sufferings. Yeshua suffered rejection, false accusations, betrayal, physical pain, and death. When his followers suffer, they are not abandoned. They are sharing his story. If we suffer, we also reign with him. That's 2 Timothy 2:12. That I may know him and the power of his resurrection and the fellowship of his sufferings. That's Philippians 3:10. Our pain basically links us to him in an intimate way, in a very intimate way. The same spirit that sustained him sustains us. Right? Let that sink in. It builds endurance, character, and it builds hope, right? And patience as well. Paul wrote, we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulations works patience, and patience experience, and experience hope. Romans chapter 5, verse 3-4. Suffering is like training, right? Just as an athlete grows stronger by resisting pressure, a believer grows stronger in spirit by enduring hardship. It strips away pride, shallow desires, and teaches dependence on the Most High. Number 5, it prepares us for eternal glory, right? What I told you, at the end of the ropes, we all win, right? So it prepares us for eternal glory. Paul, who suffered imprisonment, beatings, hunger, shipwreck, and betrayal, still said, for I reckon that the sufferings of the present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory that shall be revealed in us. Romans 8:18. So the pain is temporary. It is not permanent. All that pain you're going through, right? It is not permanent. It is temporary. The reward is eternal, right? The reward is permanent. The weight of suffering produces a far greater weight of glory. That's 2 Corinthians 4:17. Number 6, it bears witness to the world. So when followers of Yeshua endure persecution with love, patience, and forgiveness, it shines a powerful light. The early believers amazed the Roman world by facing lions, fire, and swords with songs and prayers. Right? They were out there singing and praying when they were going through some of the most crazy stuff. And all the onlookers got to see it and see how they handled all this suffering. So their suffering testified that Yeshua is very real and worth everything. In fact, Yahushua said, "Blessed are they that which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." That's Matthew 5:10. Suffering becomes a witness that the kingdom is more valuable than comfort. I'm going to say it again. Suffering becomes a witness that the kingdom is way more valuable than the comfort that the devil gives us here on this planet. Number 7, it reminds us that the world is not our home. If life were always easy, we'd cling to this world. Right? And we already know who has temporary control of this realm. That would be Lucifer, right? If it was always easy, we cling to this world. But suffering loosens our grip to this world and reminds us that we are pilgrims headed to the kingdom, right? The kingdom, that brand new Jerusalem coming out of the heavens, coming down to earth, right? That new realm, 5D, right? New earth, baby. You already know what it is. So for here, have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come. That's Hebrews 13:14. It makes us long for God's justice, peace, and eternal rest. Number 8, it conquers the enemy's lies. Satan accused Job, saying Job only served God because of blessings. God allowed Job to suffer to prove that faith could endure without comfort. Similarly, when believers suffer yet remain faithful, it silences the enemy's accusations. Okay, so, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. That's Revelation 12:11. So, in summary, followers of Christ, right, the true chosen ones, the 144, you know who I'm talking about, the ones that are called to experience suffering as well, because it's the path that he himself walked, right? It purifies and proves our faith. It unites us with the Messiah's own sufferings. It builds endurance, humility, patience, and hope. It prepares us for eternal glory. It witnesses to the world of God's reality. It reminds us our hope is the coming kingdom, and it defeats the enemy's accusations. So suffering is not meaningless. It's a tool in the Father's hands to shape us into the likeness of his Son, right? And it also preserves our light bodies while we are here in this fallen realm. So we can go around one day and do even greater things than Yahushua said, right? Or even greater things that he did. That's a Bible verse too. We can lay hands on the sick and they'll be healed. Right? That's a big deal. That's a big thing. Right? And that's the time we're coming into. So don't let the darkness that is finally coming up from the light, this new light that's coming on earth, don't let that darkness fool you. Don't let it pull you down. Don't let anybody pull you down. You follow the Most High. Right? The apocalypse of Abraham clearly told us, stay strangers to the darkness. Ignore it. Don't let it get you down. Right? Remain that light. Be a light to all nations. I'm talking to you Hebrew folks, right? Be a light to all nations. Know who your nation is, right? Know that you Hebrews are a very, very, very powerful people. But once you know that, go with humility, right? Don't put others down because they aren't Hebrew, right? You don't do that. You shine your light to others, right? Most High is going to put you in position of power again. Don't worry about that. You just stay humble and you do your thing, right? And for everybody else, all other nations, don't worry, you're going up with us. But you got to cleave to Jacob, right? You got to cleave. You got to do the things that we are trying to tell you to do, because what we, the true remnant, right? Not these other people that are in these camps and stuff. The true remnant, the humble ones, are trying to tell you exactly what the Most High told us to tell you, right? We are simply messengers, hearers and doers of his word, right? And he's calling you to do the same. So whenever you need help, you can shout us out, help, let us know when you need that help. Now, we aren't perfect, right? So if we don't have the answer, you know the Most High has the answer. So first things first, go to the Most High, cleave to him, and all else shall follow, right? Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all else shall be added unto you. I love you. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Yahaya, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, right? I love you guys, man. Hey, let's keep this popping. I'm going to see if I can bring you some more words, keep you calm during this time, right? I know this is a real stressful time. Everybody's like, oh my God, what do I do? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that bank account. Close that app. Go ahead. Just close your app. Close off that phone. Get back to prayer. Get back to doing the right thing. Align yourself with the Most High, and he's going to cover you with his ark so that when the calamity does come, when the destruction will come, you will not be affected, right? So go through that suffering, do what you got to do, and then we're going to come up out of this, right? I love you guys, man. Hey, stay up. Man, that's about it, man. We going up. I don't know about them, but we going up. So I love you, man. Stay smooth. Oh, yeah, it's all good. I love you guys. Peace.